All right, here we go, guys. See the blinking lights up there? It means it's a school day. It's Tuesday, May 14, I think. We got a hot tip from my former mate Chris and his dad. They're my next door neighbors. I'm presuming they went fishing in on the South Shore today or last night. Chris texted me at 1 in. 2 boats for sale by this church in Shinnecock. So I have the address. We're going to check that out. In the first instance, you see where that sign, hopefully, I know the windshield's a little blurry, sorry about that. It says Cutchogue Greenport. We're heading east on Route 25 here in the North Fork of Long Island. There's a Boston Whaler, a small one, not the same one we showed last year. That one is still for sale, though. I think I'm going to do a video at some point if that boat doesn't sell with some of the boats that I featured that are still for sale, just to see, you know, what the original price was the year before. What are they asking now? Has there been any price improvement? Try to get an idea of whether or not the sellers have made an effort or lowered the price to try to get those boats sold. But in the first instance, it's a small whaler. Have no idea on the price. There is a sign on it. And I'm really curious to see, with the raising interest rates or the high interest rates, they're not really climbing still that much. They plateaued. The economy being a little sluggish, and really the season having started. And if you're selling a boat, it's not like I said mid-May. If you're selling a boat, you got to get it done now. Now is the time where if somebody wants a boat for the season, they, at least here in the Northeast, right, different in Florida and other places, they're going to want to buy it now if they haven't bought it already. So curious to see these prices. Have no idea about the 2 boats in Shinnecock. Be curious to see what those are. And we'll check back in a couple minutes when we're in front of that second whaler. All right, here is, you know, I mentioned a second ago that second whaler. I haven't looked at a boat yet today. Here on the left is the first whaler, which I reviewed last year. Does it have a price on it? I can't tell. You know, maybe for poops and giggles, we will just swing by. I'm not going to re-review that boat, but just see what the price is, and then I'll dig back through the archives last year, see what it was being offered for, and just I'll include it, you know, in a byline or something, or a title. But the second whaler, I mean, they're so close to each other. It's going to be up here on the left somewhere. And here it is right next to the police station. So I'm going to pull over here to the right. Let's see what we got. All right, looks like it's somebody's house. But yeah, it's a 17 whaler. It's a Montauk. Oh, this is cool. Newer engine on it. Let's look at the details. It's an 2006 90 horsepower E-Tech trailer. There's the number. Guys, if that E-Tech checks out, this is a great friggin' price, $15K. Wow. Got a 5-star trailer. You can see somebody took care of the teak here. There's the anchor locker. You can use that as storage. Igloo trailer up there. Looks like it's in really good shape. 2 gas tanks there, a la Skinner setup on his Grumman. I always like this touch, when somebody cares enough about their boat that they get the covers for it. Floor looks like it's in great shape. I mean, everything on this boat screams clean. Little bit of spider cracking there, but that's normal. It's just on the gel coat. Transom looks like it's in good shape. Guys, this could be, and maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe if I looked at this in 2019, I would think this is an insane price. But I don't think it is, presuming that 90 horsepower Evinrude E-Tech is okay. And by the way, 2-stroke, it should scoot with that 90 horsepower on this light little thing. I like this. Now, just for poops and giggles, that other whaler is, I believe, a smaller model. Let's go see the price on it. We're not going to review it again. I just want to see the price on it. We'll get a quick shot of the price, and then I'll see how that compares to last year. But awesome boat. I love this one. And here's that second whaler here by this gas station, this antique stop. Again, we're just gonna take a quick look at the price. It's got a Yamaha 70 on it. Another, looks like they're 2-strokes. So let's see what the price is, and then we'll jump back in and we'll see from last year what if there's a price difference. Okay, Gene 631. There's the number. Price is $12,900. I have $15,000 in my brain, but I could be wrong. I'm relatively sure this is the same boat. This is either a 13 or a 15. I think it's a 15. I got corrected on it. It might have been a 15 Super Sport. And the year looks like it's also in the 80s. I'll look at the video from last year, but this is the same boat. I have in my brain that it was 15. If it was 15, it did come down a bit. But let's go back to the Nart and drive to the Hamptons now, to Shinnecock, and check out those two other boats. Hey, we're back on the road, and I got to tell you, I just had the most amazing conversation. Unlike my truck, in quotes, you can't see me right now, air quotes, which I call the Nart. It's a Honda Ridgeline, known as not a real truck in the trucking community because it's unibody. It's not built on a frame like most trucks are. The Santa Fe, the Maverick, the Ridgeline, they're unibody designs. The El Camino, things that, it's not as rugged as an on-frame or, a framed truck. Notwithstanding that, for what I do with it, it's great. But anyway, a big dually pulled up behind me. A guy jumps out, and it's a subscriber, and Rich, and he thanked me. He said how much my videos helped him find the right boat, that he wound up passing on a Grady White Marlin that just had issues, and he wound up buying an awesome 28 Parker Pilot House, paid a little more, but peace of mind that he's getting a structurally sound used boat, and that literally made my day. Thank you, Rich. And sorry for the aside, guys. So now we're headed our way to Shinnecock. We got, per the Google machine, 42 minutes and 21 miles. So we will check back in about 40 minutes. Again, I've not seen these two boats, nor do I have any idea what kind of boats they are. If I show up and they are sailboats, my former mate Chris and I will have to have a very stern talking to. But hopefully they're not that, and it's something worth checking out. So we'll check back in a little bit. Well, here, I think we found them. And Chris, I'm not sure these are boats for sale, but we'll see what we have here. This just appears to be a bait and tackle store, and this appears to be, yeah, this is just an advertisement, and I don't think this would be for sale. A cool boat, but a cool bait and tackle store. It's the Station Bar and Marina. But I think we came out here for nothing. All right. Let's head back to the Honda. We'll drive around this area a little bit. It's nautical. Maybe we'll find something else. Otherwise, I'll offer my closing thoughts. All right, we are back in the car, and we'll drive around this area a little bit, and I'll come back if I do find anything. Oh, you know what? It says marinas this way. We'll drive a little bit here, but I'm just not confident we'll find anything. I will come back if we do, but I guess this will be a record low in terms of boats. Technically two, but we didn't really review the second one because that's one we reviewed last year. Again, I should have included the details from last year in the description or in the titles. I'll have a pop-up title in the part where that boat was shown. So let's just focus on that first boat, that only real new boat we saw, that 86 Whaler with the 90 E-Tech on it. I do think that's a pretty good deal, especially in 2024, where boat prices are out of control, on a very simple Boston Whaler Montauk, you know, arguably one of their most iconic models, right? It's an iconic brand, Boston Whaler, a little overrated in my opinion, but especially for the price. I think they make a great boat, but I just think for what they charge, it's a little overrated. Beautiful here, this Shinnecock Bay here. But a hull like that is unsinkable, obviously, right? Whalers are known for that. And that one just looked like somebody took really good care of it. And yeah, 15 grand. I think it's a good deal. You know, a little disappointed today that we didn't find more, but it was a nice drive, and I'm not often in this part of Long Island. It's a beautiful part of Long Island, if a bit more trafficy than where I'm from on the north side of Long Island. I hope you enjoyed taking this quick tour with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you like these videos, hit that like button. And if you're not already a subscriber and you like content like this, please consider subscribing.